Unveiled 2024.
Now, the news with Gary Liberatore and meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us on this Thursday. I'm Gary Liberatore.
Yeah, I'm Storm Tracker 2, meteorologist Eric Gage.
And let the sunshine continue. Boy, what a nice run we've had.
Yeah, so nice. I'm enjoying the sun. It's been a lot of fun seeing it around so much. Today, we've got more sun on tap. A cool start, though. Let's take a live look at those current temperatures this morning. It is currently in the Mohawk Valley, 32 degrees in Westmoreland, 29 Little Falls. A bit more balmy in the North Country, 27 Outer Lake, 24 degrees in Inlet compared to the single-digit temps yesterday. Southern Valley's 27 Oneonta, 29 degrees in Cooperstown. In a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. All is quiet here across central New York this morning, and for today, a high of 51 degrees. And this could be record-setting. We're talking about records that could be broken today, tomorrow, and even into Saturday regarding this warm spell before winter makes its return. All about that coming up. Back to you, Gary.
I don't think many folks mind that broken record. Yeah. Eric, thanks, and don't forget the storm.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired.
Welcome back, your Thursday morning Storm Tracker 2 commute cast. As you head out the door this morning, the road drive times, nothing out of the ordinary. First off, I-90 east and west from Verona to Utica, as well as Little Falls to Utica. Still around a 16 to 20 minute drive time, 22 minutes I-90 west. Arterial, nothing out of the ordinary there right now. Heading into Route 5S from Utica to Mohawk and back, around a 16 to 17 minute drive time. And finally, Route 49 from Rome to Utica, right around a 10 to 11 minute drive, average speed around 60 to 65 miles per hour. Heading to work today, no issues expected with partly sunny to mostly sunny skies. Increasing clouds this evening with mild temperatures. Keep those, again, sunglasses handy for today, but might not need them heading into the future. We're talking about more cloudy conditions as we head into the weekend and next week. Gary?
We'll use them today.
Yeah.
Eric, thanks. Today, the U.S.
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning and welcome back. Happy Thursday. We've got another mild day on tap today as temperatures climb to near 50. Here's a live look outside in Cooperstown. Main Street currently 29 degrees, and a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. We're looking at entirely quiet conditions all across central New York. Again, those high temperatures climbing into the upper 40s to the low 50s here in the Mohawk Valley, and this could set some records. We've got 3 records currently in place between today and Saturday. 49 set in 2009, same thing set in 1999 for Friday, and 51, the record high on Saturday, set in 2001. If we have plenty of sunshine, those highs reach low 50s, we will easily break this record, and we could break the next 2 over the next few days before inevitably return to more seasonable temperatures by the end of the weekend. As you can see here, highs in the low 50s into Saturday, and then to the upper 30s by Sunday and Monday. And on our Skycast for this morning, we're talking about some lingering clouds burning off late this morning. Plenty of sunshine this afternoon. Temperatures in the low to mid 40s by around noontime, climbing into the mid to upper 40s by 3 p.m., typically the warmest time of the day by this time of year. Then clouds begin to increase right around sunset, and will remain on the mostly cloudy sky side overnight into early tomorrow. Tomorrow, we're going to see some sunshine peeking out. Not entirely as rainy as initially thought earlier on in the week. We actually could see almost completely dry conditions. A few isolated showers as this frontal boundary moves through our area and weakens. Things dry out again Friday night, and then we're tracking another system that could produce some unsettled weather heading into Saturday. As you can see here, Friday evening looking quiet. Then Saturday, mostly cloudy skies and the chance for some rain showers arriving closer to the evening hours from a low pressure system approaching from the southwest. Following this, Saturday evening to Saturday night, things will start to cool down. Following that rain band, we're down into the 30s by the overnight hours. We could see a few flurries heading into Sunday and into Monday. And for today, mostly sunny start, increasing clouds, a high of 51 degrees tonight. A low of 32 with mostly cloudy skies. 7-day forecast. Fool's spring comes to an end after the next few days. We return to winter once more with some chances for rain and even some snow heading into Monday and Tuesday before Valentine's Day.
Let's go skiers, right? Come on.
Yeah, if we get some accumulating snow, because we're still really far behind.
Up north, they probably still have a good base, though, that's for sure. Eric, thanks. The time right now is 5:21. Still ahead on Sunrise 2024.
Now, the news with Gary Liberatore and meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for this half hour. I'm Gary Liberatore.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2, meteorologist Eric Gage.
And get those sunglasses out. You mentioned yet again, huh? Wow.
Keep them handy. Another sunny day across central New York, and enjoy it while it lasts, because as I mentioned earlier, full spring coming to an end. This morning, though, a bit more mild. That temperature currently 29 degrees with clear skies. Feels like 24 with a decent wind of 5 miles per hour. And then across the state more locally, West Bloom 32, Little Falls 29, Dolgeville 27, Lake Pleasant 22, Southern Valleys 26, Sherburne 27, Unadilla, and 27 degrees in Oneonta. A live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. Looking at entirely quiet conditions across the state this morning, and for today, high near 51 degrees. This could be a record-setting temperature, and we could see even more records broken over the next few days as this mild stretch of weather continues. We'll talk, of course, all about that in detail coming up. Back to you, Gary.
Eric, thanks. And don't forget the Storm Tracker 2 forecast, never more than 10 minutes away. New this morning, a full-scale investigation.
Welcome back. Showcasing our weather photo of the day this morning. I had one initially in mind, but with the absolutely breathtaking sunsets last night, I just had to show this for this morning. Here's a look at the sunset in Clark Mills, and this right here pretty much looks like a painting to me. Got that gorgeous sun setting, the vibrant purples and reds and oranges and yellows. It's been a great sunrise yesterday and a great sunset yesterday evening. And this morning, we could see some color as some faded clouds north of us and west of us will move over our area. And we'll still see these mild conditions heading into the next few days before full spring ends and winter makes its return Sunday through Tuesday. Gary?
Eric, thanks. Preparations continue for Super Bowl.
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning, happy Thursday. We are tracking a mild day in store for us this afternoon and this evening as temperatures climb to near record-setting peaks. Take a live look outside in downtown Utica right now. It's currently 31 degrees, a bit warmer than yesterday morning. And a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. All is quiet here across the area this morning. And those temperatures today will climb to the upper 40s, low 50s. And the reason why this is notable is because here are the record highs for today, tomorrow, and Saturday. And they are in the upper 40s, low 50s. So we do have a chance these next 3 days to break 1, 2, or maybe all 3 of these records, depending on the exact high temp we get for the next few days. And as you can see here, our forecast high of 51 today. We could beat it, that record set back in the 2000s. Temperature trend, as you can see here, 50s for the next few days. Full spring comes to an end, and we're talking about a return to winter by Sunday and Monday. And our skycast today showing some high clouds moving south. Sunshine moves in by this afternoon. That should be enough to cause those temps to quickly climb into the mid to upper 40s and some lowest elevations, low 50s. Then, by the evening hours tonight, some clouds move in from the west. Mostly cloudy tonight, overnight lows falling only into the mid to low 30s. For your Friday It is trending more dry. We've got some peaks of sunshine starting out the day. It's not a washout by any means. In fact, peaks of sunshine here and there, a stray shower or two, and not looking to see any extended rainfall for any period of time on Friday. And then more clouds move in Friday night. Damp conditions move in on Saturday. And we're tracking mostly cloudy skies with a chance for some rain moving in by Saturday evening. Now, we are still tracking a system, not this weekend, but into next week, that could favor some accumulating snow. And this is what's called the windshield wiper effect. Because the signal is so far out, these models are going back and forth on how far north and east the system goes. What we can tell you now is there's going to be a storm system, but we're still fine-tuning exactly where it travels and if this will impact us here locally. But for today, though, highs in the low 50s, mostly sunny skies this morning, increasing clouds this evening and tonight, low 32. 7-day forecast, sunshine for today, parts of tomorrow too with some spotty rain here and there. But again, we do cool down and more winter-like weather arrives by next week.
Changes are a-coming.
Yes.
Eric, thanks. The time right now is 5:50, and after the devastating...
Now, the news with Gary Liberatore and meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for the 6 o'clock hour of Sunrise. I'm Gary Liberatore.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2, meteorologist Eric Gage.
And can we yet see another gorgeous sunrise again this morning in about an hour?
If we're lucky, we've got some clouds moving in as well. I think the main thing, though, is the sun.
Yeah.
More sun. Oof. Now, I'll take that. Temperatures this morning, a little warmer than yesterday. Officially, 29 degrees at Griffiths and Rome. Sunrise, 7:13 this morning. Of course, twilight a little sooner than that. Local temperatures across central New York, 25. Otter Lake, 29. In Little Falls, 33. Deansboro, 32 out in Sylvan Beach. Southern Valleys, 27 Cooperstown and Unadilla, as well as Oneonta. A live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. Looking at entirely quiet conditions across central New York this morning. Expect dry weather again today with plenty of sunshine. Increasing clouds as we head closer to sunset with highs in the upper 40s, low 50s. This could be a record-setting temperature. Even more record-setting temperatures on the way for the next few. We'll talk about that. Plus, when winter will make its return coming up. Back to you, Gary.
Eric, thanks. Folks over in Dolgeville have a better idea of what a new waterfront park could look like on North Main Street in the village.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired.
Good morning. Starting to see some twilight on the KV Tower camera, and this morning we're looking at quiet conditions, no travel impacts for your drive to work today. As we can see here, those drive times from I-90 and Route 12, or at least the arterial, are looking typical, nothing out of the ordinary. Secondly, look at 5S and Route 49, 16 to 17-minute drive time on 5S, around 11-minute drive time currently on Route 49 from Utica to Rome. And for today, partly sunny skies are expected. In fact, mostly sunny early this morning with increasing clouds throughout the day, but those temperatures do climb into the upper 40s to low 50s with, again, a need for some sunglasses, but for the most part in the lower elevations, no need for an ice scraper this morning. Gary?
Thanks. Today, the U.S. Supreme Court will begin hearing arguments.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning. Happy Thursday. We've got a spring-like day in store for us today with high temperatures climbing to as high as the low 50s. Here's a live look this morning in Oneonta as the twilight is making its appearance right now. And if you turn your attention to the screen right here, it's a small dot. There is Venus this morning, at least the early star before the sunrise begins. Currently 27 degrees in the city of the hills right now, and a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar, looking at entirely quiet conditions, not only in central New York, but across the entire New York State, even parts of the Northeast. Highs for today will continue to climb to the upper 40s to the low 50s, which is spring-like, but also near record-setting. The next few days, these are the absolute highest temperatures ever recorded between February 8th and February 10th in central New York. And as you can see here, we could have a chance of breaking 1, 2, or maybe all 3 of these the next few days. And you can see here, most of these records were set either in 1989, 2001, or 2009. And those temperatures right here, forecasted to reach the low 50s all 3 days. This is only the full spring, though, as winter will return once again by Sunday and Monday into the majority of next week. Our Skycast showing some sunshine this afternoon. Temperatures in the valley already reaching the low 40s by noontime, into the mid to upper 40s by 2 and 3 p.m. Clouds move in overnight tonight. And then Friday, we were mentioning all week that it could be on the rainy side, and it's trended more dry. We've got some sun peeking out, partly to mostly cloudy skies, and a chance for a brief isolated shower or two in some locations. Not looking to be a complete washout as more damp weather moves in Friday night and into early Saturday morning. Saturday, a few peaks of sunshine to start out the day with mostly cloudy skies moving in. High temperatures, as you can see here, in the low 50s, and then a chance of some widespread rain moving in from the south Friday evening into Friday night. Something you've been tracking that could be arriving by early next week, what's called the windshield wiper effect, when you have a winter system that is wobbling back and forth north, south, east, west with every single data set that comes in. This is the latest information right now. It could hit us, it could miss us, but let you know ahead of time what we're tracking, and if anything develops, if things get more consistent, we'll of course pass it along to you. For today, though, high 51 degrees, mostly sunny skies, increasing clouds tonight. Low 32 with mostly cloudy skies. 7-day forecast. After Saturday, say goodbye to spring, say hello to winter once again. We've got 30s for Sunday and Monday. Again, tracking that snowy system on Tuesday, and Valentine's Day looking cool, and hopefully more on the dry side. You don't want people having to drive through wet snow to go to their Valentine's Day dates.
Yeah, enjoy this spring-like weather while we have it.
Yes.
Eric, thanks. The time right now is 6:22.
Now, the news with Gary Liberatore and meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for this half hour. I'm Gary Liberatore.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2, meteorologist Eric Gage.
And get ready for another sunny day across the Mohawk Valley, and we better enjoy it while it lasts, all right?
Yes, sunny and spring-like, near 50 today,
Wow.
Sunshine. Enjoy it because next week, more winter-like weather. And not so much the cold, it's the clouds that we'll be seeing more of. But for today, though, heading out the door this morning, a little warmer than yesterday morning, with temperatures currently at 29 degrees at Griffiths and Rome. Sunrise, 7:13, sunset, 5:24 this evening. Current local temperatures around central New York, 26 up in Lowville, 19 Long Lake, 33 heading into Deansboro in the Mohawk Valley, 29 Little Falls, 26 Dolgeville. In the Southern Valleys, 26 Norwich, 24 Sherburne, 27 degrees down in Oneonta. And a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. We're looking at entirely quiet conditions all across our local area. And for today, temperatures climbing into the upper 40s, low 50s. That could be record-setting temperatures for this time of year. We'll look at that, plus even more records that could be broken in the next few days, and eventually when that cold air returns coming up. Back to you, Gary.
Eric, thanks. Brand new this morning, a full-scale investigation.
Welcome back. It's time now to showcase our weather photo of the day this morning, and I had one in mind yesterday, but after the beautiful sunset we saw last night, I just had to showcase this photo right here. This is a sunset in Clark Mills. Absolutely gorgeous. Again, like a painting, some of these sunsets we've been seeing and sunrises we've been seeing as well. Just vibrant reds, purples, and yellows right here. If you would like to submit a photo like this, any weather photo, or a pet out in the snow enjoying the outdoors, anything weather related, send it to WKTV.com/weather/pics for your chance to have it included on here initially to at sunrise, and of course posted on our social media pages. Gary?
Boy, is that gorgeous.
Breathtaking. Look at that.
You should frame it.
Yeah, honestly, we need more pictures framed in the Weather Center.
That's for sure. Eric, thanks. Well, preparations continue.
Most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning. Happy Thursday, everyone. We've got a spring-like day in store for us today with highs nearing 50 in the lowest elevations. A live look at downtown Utica right now. Gorgeous clear skies to start out your day today. Sunrise officially 7:08 between there and 7:12, but twilight is around 6:05. What we're seeing right now, which is officially twilight, and within the next few days, twilight will eventually start before 5 a.m. A live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. All is quiet here early this morning, and those temperatures again a little warmer than yesterday. 29 Mike in New Hartford, Bob and Clinton also at 29 degrees, Todd and Westdale 27. In the North Country, 25 with Bill and Old Forge, 23 with Shawn and Inlet, Sandy and Fairfield with 28 degrees. Southern Valley, Stewart and Cooperstown 27, Tom and Lawrence 26, Devin Harwick also at 26, Scott Edmiston 25, Pat and Sneemus 24, Diane in West Lawrence with 20 or so degrees. Throughout the day today, our highs approached near 50. And this is very spring-like, but it also could set a record or two. Not only for today, but the next few. We're expecting high temperatures to climb near or above 50. And we could break 1, 2, or maybe all 3 records heading into Friday and eventually Saturday. Then winter will make its return, even though we haven't really seen a winter, by Monday and Tuesday of next week. Our skycast showing some morning clouds burning off in some locations, sunshine across the board as temperatures climb to the upper 40s to low 50s. Increasing clouds tonight, giving way to an unsettled day tomorrow. It will not be a complete washout. A few peaks of sunshine here and there mixing with those clouds, and a chance for a brief shower or two as a weak frontal boundary moves over our area. But the better chance of seeing some rain will be heading into Saturday evening. We are tracking another system that could bring us some accumulating snow next week. The issue is the track of the system. It's doing what's called a windshield wiper effect in meteorology. Basically, every data run that's coming in is shifting this storm north and south, and we're still thinking there's going to be one, just the uncertainty is where it sets up. And as you can see here, 2 different forecast models showing that track either north or south. So as we get more consistent information, we'll pass it along. But just a heads up that early next week, there may be, could be with mostly cloudy skies. 7-day forecast, 50s for the highs the next few days. Then, my favorite word so far this morning, full spring is coming to an end. We return to, well, even though we haven't really seen winter too much, winter-like temperatures and conditions next week.
Yeah, I think all the plants think it's spring right now, right?
Yeah, some people's plants are already growing, daffodils, and it's still February.
Yeah, it's a long stretch of sun, that's for sure.
Yeah.
The time right now is 6:53. Still ahead on Sunrise, Frank.
Now, the news with Gary Liberatore and meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us here on the CW11. I'm Gary Liberatore.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Eric Gage.
And look at those yellows behind us again. Yet another gorgeous sunrise this week. It's just a trend that we don't want to see stopping.
I know. I don't want to see it stop either. And we've got another nice day, too. Those highs today climb into the low 50s.
Ooh.
Very balmy. And the temperatures this morning starting out a little warmer than yesterday. Look at that live temperature at Griffiths and Rome. 29 officially. Feels like 22 with a decent breeze from the east-southeast, but that sun will make it feel a little warmer. 7:13, the official sunrise time here in Utica. The official twilight start time was back at 6:05. And current local temperatures this morning, 21 up in Inlet, 25 down in Dolgeville, 32 in Deansboro. And to the south, 25 Norwich and Oneonta, 1 degree warmer, 26 in Cooperstown. A live look, the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. Of course, with all the sunshine we're seeing, cloudless skies, things are looking quiet for all of central New York. And for today, mostly sunny start, highs approaching near 50. And this could set a record for today, and also we could see some record-setting temperatures for the next few days before spring, at least this full spring, comes to an end, and winter-like weather will arrive once more. We'll talk all about that in detail coming up. Back to you, Gary.
Eric, thanks. Folks in Dolgeville have a better idea.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning. Welcome back. Happy Thursday, everyone. We've got another nice day on tap with temperatures more spring-like, approaching near 50. A live look at Oneonta right now, a gorgeous shot of the sunrise this morning, and what will be again, beautiful day today. Currently 27 degrees in the city of the Hills. A live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. All is quiet here across central New York this morning, and for today, those temperatures starting out at 29 degrees with Mike in New Hartford, same with Bob and Clinton. Todd in Westdale with 27 in the North Country. Bill and Sean in the low 20s, 23 Inlet, 25 Old Forge. Sandy in Fairfield, 28 degrees. Jeff in Mohawk with 26. In the Southern Valleys, we've got Pat in Schenevus at 24 degrees. Deb in Hartwick at 26. Diane in West Lawrence at 28. And of course, Stewart in Cooperstown with 27. Highs today climb to the upper 40s to near 50 by 2-3 p.m. And this could set a record today, which was set back in 2009 of 49 degrees. And on top of that, we have a chance of breaking not only the record today, but the next two. We can see between 1 and 3 records broken between now and Saturday as these highs approach the low 50s. Very atypical by February standards. Our Skycast, though, today showcasing sunshine by this afternoon. Temperatures again climbing to the upper 40s, low 50s. Clouds begin to increase as the evening hours approach. Mostly cloudy overnight tonight. And then starting out tomorrow, not a complete washout. We could actually see some peaks of sunshine. However, we got more low-level clouds mixing in across the area. A brief passing shower or two is possible. And then we're looking at mostly cloudy skies heading into early Saturday morning, with a better chance of seeing some rain by Saturday evening. Another thing we're tracking too, we're watching next week, the potential for a coastal system produce some accumulating snow, but what's called the windshield wiper effect. We've got this system that, based off of the latest data coming in, is shifting back and forth as slight variables that change in the initial round of this forecast to drastically change the path of the system. So just a heads up, we could have some accumulating snow by either Monday night or early Tuesday next week, but again, this still could miss us. So we'll let you know of any new developments as the system gets closer and closer. For today, though, high 51, mostly sunny skies, increasing clouds tonight, low 32, mostly cloudy. 7-day forecast, 50s the next few days. Full spring comes to an end. Cooler weather arrives heading into next week.
Gary Lipitor.
Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us. I'm Gary Lipitor.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2, meteorologist Eric Gage.
And we begin this noon with what could be a record-breaking day right here in the Mohawk Valley. That sunshine has been shining all morning, and you were saying the current record is 51 degrees for this date, right?
Well, for the next few days, today's is 49.
Oh, okay.
And guess what we broke?
Oh, we already broke it.
Well, we tied it. Let's take a look at those temperature records that are in jeopardy right now. Currently 49 degrees at Griffiths and Rome right now, so we have tied the record set back in 2009. Now, as Gary mentioned, there's a 51-degree day on Saturday, and we could break that too. We could actually break all three of these records set, one in 1999 and finally Saturday back in 2001. Besides the temperatures, it's a beautiful day out there with gorgeous sunshine and temperatures, as you just saw, in the upper 40s, low 50s. And across the area for today, Highs in the North Country, upper 40s, Mohawk Valley, low 50s. Same thing for the southern valleys with increasing high-level clouds in the atmosphere. We are tracking, of course, an end to this and a return to more typical winter weather. And that full forecast coming up. Back to you, Gary.
Get out and enjoy it today, that's for sure. Eric, thanks. Well, a tragic update this
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good afternoon. Welcome back. This Thursday is turning out to be an early taste of spring with temperatures climbing as high as the upper 40s as some of our sky watches are reporting. In Cooperstown right now, a beautiful day to go out for that mid-lunch walk or even post-work walk with you looking at sunshine and temperature at 49 degrees already. Very balmy down in Cooperstown. And a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. As with the sunshine and clear skies, looking at nothing getting picked up on our radar scans. Local temperatures in the low 40s in the North Country, 42 inlet, 44 as you head down to Otter Lake. Heading into central Oneida County, 48 degrees in Westmoreland, 44 degrees in Whitesboro, Mohawk Valley, 44 down in Little Falls. Southern valleys, even warmer, 49 Cooperstown, 48 Norwich, and 49 over in Sherburne. And for this afternoon, our temperatures peak right around 2 p.m. Then the sun will start to set down the horizon and things will cool once more back down into the 30s by this evening. Of course, we're looking at sunshine to start out today. However, some high-level clouds will begin to move in heading into this afternoon and this evening. And so this afternoon, as you can see here, plenty of sunshine, temperatures very balmy in the upper 40s to, in some cases, low 50s. Then, approaching this evening, some clouds coming in from the west, but it still will be a pretty sunny day out there. And heading into this evening tonight, however, mostly cloudy skies will move in as we head into the overnight hours and into early tomorrow morning. 6 a.m. Friday, some peaks of sunshine. Not a completely wet day, but we'll see a chance for an isolated shower or two as a weak frontal boundary moves over central New York. After that, though, Friday afternoon, mostly cloudy skies. You can still see here along Route 20, maybe a peak of sunshine or two still heading into the evening hours. But more clouds are favored as we head into early Saturday morning. And our best chance of seeing some rain will be Saturday evening. But keep in mind here, high temperatures near 50. Could be breaking that record of 51 degrees here in the Mohawk Valley. And then, as you can see here, that widespread rain moves in Saturday evening into Saturday night. And just a heads up, we are still tracking this system that is just under a week away. Monday and Tuesday next week. As you can see here, models are flip-flopping on where the exact path of the snow goes. But for now, we'll continue to track it and provide updates as the days get closer and we get more information. For today, though, high 51, mostly sunny skies, increasing clouds tonight, mostly cloudy, below 32. 7-day forecast. Full spring comes to an end on Saturday as we return to, well, I wouldn't say return to, we've really not seen a winter too much. Back down into the 30s with chances for some snow heading into Tuesday morning and Tuesday afternoon. Gary?
Look out for that windshield wiper effect, huh?
Yeah, windshield wiper effect.
I like that. Well, a U.S. drone strike forecast in this half hour. Once again, meteorologist Eric Gage joining us from the Weather Center. And boy, some beautiful sunrises and sunsets all week long.
Yeah, you've been treated to such beautiful weather, beautiful sunrises, sunsets as well. This one was taken yesterday evening, and I had to showcase this. Almost looked like a painting. Just absolutely breathtaking sunset in Clark Mills yesterday. And we could be seeing something similar tonight. We've got increasing clouds, but they're arriving from the west, and it might block out the sun a little bit, but we could still see a nice, colorful sunset. Regardless, currently, right now, gorgeous blue skies and mild weather. Temperatures ranging in the upper 40s, even 50 degrees right now in Hamilton. A little warmer than yesterday, 15 degrees warmer in Rome 24 hours previously from yesterday. And for today, Again, highs in the Mohawk Valley remaining in the upper 40s, low 50s, a little cooler in the North Country. But we're tracking when we see an end to the sun and when we see more winter-like weather coming up. Gary?
Eric, thanks. At least 6 people, including children, are unaccounted for.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good afternoon and welcome back. The temperature record set at Griffiths and Rome has already been matched, and we could be breaking it within the hour as temperatures continue to rise into the upper 40s to low 50s. A beautiful shot of downtown Utica right now. Very spring-like temperatures in the valley already at 47, some locations 49, and some of our sky watchers reporting near 50 in portions of the Mohawk Valley. And a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar, looking all quiet as we've got quiet conditions, dry weather, and of course sunshine across the board. We've got some clouds mixing in from the west. However, these clouds will be way up in the sky, and similar to yesterday, they won't block out the sun too much in some cases. And so overall, we're still tracking yet another beautiful spring-like day today. In fact, those local temperatures, 50. We finally reached it in Westernville. Same thing, 51 Deansboro, 47 Whitesboro, and in the Mohawk Valley, 46 Little Falls, and in Dolgeville, even 47 up in the North Country and Inlet. Southern Valleys, more 50s as well. 53 degrees in Sherburne, 50 Cooperstown, and 52 degrees down in Unadilla. We remain in the 50s for the next few hours before things start to cool down as the sun starts to set into the 40s by 6 p.m. And then by the overnight hours down into the 30s, low 30s overnight into early tomorrow. The bigger picture, we've got high pressure that caused all that sunshine this week is breaking down now. It's pushing out to the east, and low pressure will start to move in from the west. But before this cold front arrives right here, this is surging in all that warm air from the south. So we've got 2 more chances tomorrow and Saturday to see upper 40s, low 50s before things will cool down following that frontal boundary. Now, for today, our last completely dry day here in central New York. It will be dry by tomorrow, but there is still a chance for a spotty shower or two as, again, that weak frontal boundary moves over the area. A mixture of sun and clouds start at your Friday at 6 a.m. As you can see here, a few spots of green indicating a few light spotty rain showers that should be coming to an end, remaining relatively quiet Friday evening into Friday night. Still mostly cloudy skies, a few peaks of sunshine by Saturday morning with temperatures already in the upper 30s, low 40s. And then Saturday evening, our best chance of seeing some rain heading into the overnight hours into eventually early Sunday before things finally cool down. And we've been talking about this since yesterday evening. Models, as Gary mentioned in the past half hour, are doing what's called the windshield wiper effect. You can see here the models flip-flopping back and forth if the system's going to hit us or not. This is, by the way, for next Monday and Tuesday. As we get more reliable information coming into us, we'll share that along with you. But just a heads up that we're tracking a snowy system that could arrive Monday and Tuesday next week. But for today, though, enjoy the sun. Temperatures in the 50s. Tonight, overnight lows 32 degrees with mostly cloudy skies. Your 7-day forecast remaining in the 50s for Friday and Saturday, and then we cool down into the 30s by Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. More February-like. We're talking about this like it feels like it's April, but it's still February. It's mid-February. That's the shocking part.
Well, we're going to break some records.
Yes.
Sure, Eric, thanks. Well, it's been 6. Since deadly wildfires tore through the Maui town of
with Kristen Copeland and Jason Palace.
Sunshine, blue skies, and warmth today.
Now, I would say that if you didn't crack your windows today, you missed out. But you're going to have another chance We're going to start tonight with Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis in the Weather Center for the good news. Now, normally when we're beginning the newscast, it's doom and gloom and
something bad's happening.
sunshine. Let's celebrate that.
Yeah, we've been incredibly warm today. We hit 52 degrees at Griffith and Rome. We had the sunshine to go along with it. It feels like spring, and it's going to be this warm over the next 3 days. We're also breaking records, and I know that's hard to believe because a lot of us remember some of the days we got into the 50s and 60s in February. Well, those days were later in the month, and it's easier to do that in just a few more weeks when the sun angle is high. But doing that this early is breaking records. Today's record, 49 in 2009. It will likely break tomorrow's record high and Saturday's record high. You can see these are relatively recent records because we've been noticing our winters have been getting a lot warmer here over the past couple of decades. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Sunshine, pleasant weather. We're still sitting at 47 degrees. We've got low humidity in place, so again, it just feels very comfortable outside. We're tracking, again, a continuation of temperatures in the 50s over the next 2 days. This will change, and the changes begin Sunday. We're also keeping an eye on and an update on the possibility of snow next week. We actually have some new information on that. This evening, partly cloudy skies, temperatures in the 30s, so it does cool off. And tracking some spring-like weather here over the next couple of days. So look at the forecasts coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. Today, the Supreme Court hearing.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis.
Good evening. A very mild day today. Temperatures climbing into the low 50s, which broke today's record high of 49 degrees. And we're also starting to see some of the effects of this very warm winter that we've been experiencing. Have a look at this picture from CJ in Whitesboro. Yes, some of the dandelions are starting to come out. We're getting some reports of daffodils. Again, Mother Nature a little confused by such warm weather, and it's been consistently warm too. We have not had a below zero reading all winter long. In fact, it's been more than a year that that's happened at Griffith and Rome. In a normal winter, this happens 8, 9, 10 times, sometimes even more in some of the colder winters. But again, we're going to continue to see some mild weather for the short term. Things will start to change. Some colder weather does arrive for the weekend. Between Saturday and Sunday, a cold front arrives that will knock temperatures down into the 30s. Until that arrives, it's going to continue to feel a lot more like late March to early April than it will the first part of February. Downtown Utica, 46 degrees. We've got daylight out, the sunset taking place in just a couple of minutes from now. Looking at dry conditions across the region on the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Continuing to see warm weather building in from the south wind. A cold front to the west, right here out towards Minneapolis. This will eventually arrive, bringing that change in weather, bringing us closer to average as we head into early next week. Tonight, mostly cloudy skies. Overnight lows drop down into the low 30s. Friday looks like another nice day. If you didn't get a chance to enjoy today, you have Friday to get outside, especially in the afternoon time. We're looking at partly sunny skies, a light wind, temperatures in the low 50s. The weather remains mild tomorrow night, cloudy skies heading into Saturday. There's going to be a wave of energy, part of a cold front that moves in later in the day that brings widespread rain. We'll see a big drop in temperature as we head into Sunday. Now, we've been watching this signal in the long range of a possible snowfall heading into early next week. Getting some new information tonight that this system looks to be more to the south. The trend is to the south, which means there's a lower chance of seeing widespread snow early next week. The time frame would be Monday and Tuesday. We'll continue to keep an eye on this. Again, it's still several days away, but we're on it, and we're going to keep an eye on it over the next couple of days. And again, right now, less concerning than it looked earlier this week. Mostly cloudy tonight, 32 for the overnight low. Tomorrow, looking at partly sunny skies, breaking another record high tomorrow, 52. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Showers Saturday, 53. Cloudy skies on Sunday and Monday, temperatures in the upper 30s. Some snow showers possible Tuesday. Valentine's Day on Wednesday. I forgot to put that on the 7-day yesterday.
How dare you?
Because you don't forget to say something special to
Well,
your
I
Valentine.
got some
That's all
time.
that matters. You got time.
Yes.
We have great ideas for Valentine's Day coming up at 5:30.
We do. Stay tuned.
I will be
tuned.
watching that. Yes.
All
thank
right.
you.
Thank you.
We are just 3 days out. Bill Curtis, what's the weather pattern coming up, Bill?
So we're tracking the jet stream, and it's lifting to the north. This is one of the reasons why we're experiencing so much warm weather, such unusual degrees of warmth. And remember, the jet stream is a river of air in the upper part of the atmosphere, and when the jet stream looks like the crest of a wave, like it does here in the Northeast, that's a sign of warm air pushing in, and that's a strong warm signal, as we would say in the world of meteorology. Watch how this changes, though, heading into the weekend. That trough, or that ridge kind of flattens out, and some cooler air starts to work in, and temperatures will start to get closer to average here as we head into the weekend. You can see it showing up on the high temperature table here. You can see temperatures in the 50s over the next couple of days, and then we drop into the 30s as we head into Sunday and beyond. Dry conditions on the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. A great evening to take the dog out for a walk. Make it a long walk. Tonight's featured dog, Max from New Hartford. This is brought to you by Nye Automotive Group. Tracking some warm weather for the next couple of days. A look at the forecasts coming up. Kristen, back to you.
2 months away from the total solar eclipse, April 8th. Utica is not in the path of totality, but Old Forge is for the first time since 1925, and Old Forge is planning accordingly. Now is the time you're going to want to book your motel rooms and your Airbnbs. A weekend of festivities, including free space talks with Utica University's physics department at Strand Theater. That's on Sunday. Live music, arts and crafts, and a community-wide viewing outside the North Street Pavilion the day of the eclipse. And this event is all free.
This is a really exciting opportunity for all of us here in the Adirondacks and close by. Utica is not in the path of totality, but the Adirondacks is. And at 3 o'clock, hopefully we'll all go outside to the soccer field and witness this together, which is going to be amazing.
Again, this is April 8th we're talking about. The next time Old Forge will be in the path of totality, 2099. So we are really hoping for clear skies that day.
Jewelry, flowers, chocolate, spa day. So much.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. If this weather is not getting you to think about spring, I mean, how wouldn't it? We're talking about the change in daylight. We're exiting the darkest quarter of the year. And we are getting out of what's called solar winter. That's the 3 darkest months of the year. If you look at the way the sun behaves, it would be the early part of November to the early part of February. And we're starting to climb out of that as we are about halfway between the winter solstice and the spring solstice, or the spring equinox, I should say. So as we continue along, our days continue to get brighter. Of course, it also feels like spring. Normally it doesn't. Usually high temperatures are in the low 30s. There's lots of snow on the ground, but again, this year is behaving very differently. Temperatures in the 50s again tomorrow and Saturday. Both of these days likely to break record high temperatures. And then it starts to cool down again. Temperatures in the upper 30s by Sunday and Monday. We'll be in the low 30s looking ahead to Tuesday. This change in the weather pattern is going to bring us back to more typical weather. Of course, with how warm it's been, it's going to feel cold. Live look at downtown Utica, 46 degrees, the current temperature, dry conditions across the region on the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Sky watchers, our neighbors checking in with the temperature. Bob and Clinton, 50 degrees. Mike in New Hartford, 45. Forestport, 35 degrees. Cassville with 43. Gray, 45 degrees. Ilion with 40. Mark and Milford, 36. And Morris checking in with 51. The winds turn into the south, bringing in some of those mild temperatures, and that's going to be the case over the next 2 days. Eventually, this area of rain out towards Minneapolis, this is a cold front that will be swinging to the east as we head into the weekend. And that'll bring us some rain late Saturday and cooler temperatures by Sunday. Storm Tracker 2 Skycast tonight, overcast skies, temperatures drop down into the low 30s. Tomorrow should be another nice day. If you didn't get a chance to enjoy today's spring-like temperatures, tomorrow will be another nice day to get out. High temperatures look to climb into the low 50s in the afternoon, with clouds giving way to sunshine. The weather turns cloudy on Saturday. We're dry in the morning, and I'm expecting a round of rain to arrive in the late afternoon as a cold front moves in. It's looking very mild before the weather before that rain arrives. Temperatures will make a run into the low 50s. Tonight, mostly cloudy, a low temperature of 32. Tomorrow, partly sunny, another record-breaking day, high 52. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast, 53 on Saturday, showers. Sunday and Monday is cooler, temperatures in the upper 30s. The chance of some snow on Tuesday, we're watching a system to the south. I'll have more on the latest information on the track coming up at 6 o'clock. The weather looks dry and chilly as we look ahead to Valentine's Day and Thursday. We'll be right back.
Thanks for joining us. Sunshine and bright blue skies covered the region today, and we get a couple of more days of this.
Oh, I'm loving that. Let's get you right over to Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis. He's tracking that sunshine and more than normal temperatures right now. Bill, good evening.
Yeah, and not only is this unusual, this is record-breaking. We hit 52 degrees this afternoon in Griffiths, and that breaks the record for today's date. That was set back in 2009, 49 degrees. We'll have a shot at breaking the record tomorrow and Saturday. The record high tomorrow, 49. The record high on Saturday, 51 degrees. You can see these records are relatively recent as our climate is warmer, especially noticing this a lot more in the winter time with those record highs. A live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Things look quiet across the region. Our current temperature is 44 degrees, so we are cooling off. Clear skies. We'll drop down into the 30s tonight, but it's going to be another warm day tomorrow. If you didn't get a chance to enjoy it, you've got another opportunity to do that. We'll look at partly sunny skies on Friday. The weather won't be quite as nice on Saturday, but still pretty warm. The changes begin Sunday. And I'm also keeping an eye on a weather system for next week. A possibility of snow, but I do have an update on where that system is trending and how that could impact the weather early next week. Partly cloudy skies this evening, temperatures in the upper 30s. Again, tracking a couple of very spring-like days ahead. Look at the forecasts coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. 1 month after a restaurant.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis.
Good evening. Feeling like spring today? That is going to be the case for the next 2 days. This warm weather is throwing things off. Take a look at this picture. Here's something you don't usually see this early in the season. A dandelion. This picture from CJ in Whitesboro. Not the only one spotted in central New York. A few people have noticed that. Also, the daffodils starting to come up. Again, Mother Nature a little confused with such a warm winter that we've been having. It's not just getting temperatures into the 50s, because sometimes that does happen. But we have not seen any real sustained cold weather. For example, we haven't fallen below 0 yet. In fact, we haven't done that all winter long. We haven't done that in over a year. And in a normal winter, in a more typical winter, this would happen several times by this point. Warmer weather continues tomorrow. Temperatures in the lower 50s on Friday and Saturday. The overnight lows will be above freezing over the next 2 nights. And then look at the end of the beginning of next week. Temperatures will cool off. We'll see highs in the upper 30s. 45 degrees is the current temperature. Live looking downtown Utica. Things look pretty quiet out there. We'll stay dry. It's a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Neighbors, your neighbors checking in with the temperatures this evening. Our sky watchers, Mike in New Hartford 45, Barneveld 41 degrees, Forestport 35, Inlet 43, Gray 45, Stewart and Cooperstown checking in with 47. A south wind bringing mild temperatures to central New York. This cold front to the west is out near Minneapolis is going to change our weather. That'll be arriving by late Saturday, and it'll be bringing temperatures back to average. Storm Tracker 2 Skycast tonight, partly cloudy skies. Overnight lows drop down into the low 30s. If you didn't get a chance to enjoy the nice weather today, tomorrow is a nice day to do that. Temperatures climb into the 50s under partly sunny skies. The weather remains dry through Friday night. Saturday, it looks warm, but not quite as nice. We're expecting overcast skies. Some showers will be arriving late in the day. Before those showers arrive, temperatures climb into the low 50s. An update for next week. We were talking about this yesterday. There was a signal for the possibility of some snow. Well, the trend with this is pushing it to the south. We've noticed that over the past 24 hours. So we'll keep an eye on this. But again, right now it looks like our area may not be getting anything substantial. But again, time will tell, because a lot can change between now and next Tuesday. Mostly cloudy skies tonight, low temperature of 32. Tomorrow, partly sunny, another record-breaking day, 52 for the high. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Showers on Saturday, 53. It cools off Sunday and Monday, temperatures into the 30s. Snow showers on Tuesday. Colder weather for Valentine's Day with a return to sunshine.
Perfect time to snuggle up.
That's right.
All right, thanks, Bill. Still to come on News Channel 2 at 6, multiple forecasts with Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis. Another thing that makes you smile and happy to see is the sun this week.
Yes.
And how about this? A flower in all of what we've been dealing with.
A dandelion. Do you like dandelions?
I do. Just not
They
when
are
I'm
nice.
mowing them, but it's okay.
Obviously, way earlier than what we expect.
Sure.
To see this on February 8th is not normal for our area. And a lot of this has to do with the warm weather. Big thank you to CJ from Whitesboro for sending that in. Our temperatures are going to stay very warm over the next 2 days. We're expecting highs in the low 50s tomorrow afternoon and Saturday. So if you didn't get a chance to enjoy this spring-like warmth, you will for 2 more days before the weather will change. We've got some colder weather on the way for Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Things look quiet across the region. Temperatures are going to slowly fall. We're sitting at 40 degrees, clear skies. I think we'll be partly to mostly cloudy tonight. Overnight lows drop down into the low 30s. So we're tracking a couple of warm days, some cooler weather in sight too. And also I have the latest on the chance for some snow as we head into early next week. A look at the forecast coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. Today, the U.S. Supreme Court heard
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. Welcome back. We are taking a look at some records that are going to be on the table over the next couple of days. We broke today's record high, set back in 2009 of 49. We hit 53 earlier this afternoon. Tomorrow's record high, 49 in 1999. I think we'll be able to do that. We could even break Saturday's record high, 3 days in a row. I know we've had warmer weather at times in previous Februarys. A lot of the times, the times we remember temperatures getting into the 60s, it's happened late in the month. To do it early in the month is a lot harder, and that's why the records look the way that they do. And breaking a record 3 days in a row is extremely hard to do. But again, our winters are getting warmer, and this is becoming a little bit more common. Current temperature 41 degrees, a live look in downtown Utica. Not much snow here in the Mohawk Valley, and we're not going to be seeing snow in our immediate future as temperatures continue to stay very warm. Tonight, looking at mostly cloudy skies. We look to the west. Our next weather maker is a cold front that's moving into Wisconsin. This will be our weather for late Saturday, and that will bring temperatures closer to average. Tonight, again, mostly cloudy skies. Overnight lows drop down into the low 30s. Tomorrow, another nice day. If you didn't get a chance to enjoy today, tomorrow looks similar. Should see some sunshine mixed in with clouds. Temperatures climb into the low to mid 50s. Tomorrow night, the weather remains dry, cloudy skies. Overnight lows drop down into the low 30s. Saturday features clouds and a few light rain showers, especially later in the day. It's a mild one, too, with temperatures in the 50s. We're continuing to watch the weather for early next week. We've been getting some signals of possible snow. Right now, some of the newest data that we're tracking with this weather system is pushing it to the south, but that could change. This would be in the time frame of Monday and or Tuesday, so it's still several days away. And right now, we're just kind of getting our bearings on the trend of this. Is this going to be something that affects us, or is it going to be to the south? Again, it looks like it's trending to the south. We'll continue to keep you updated. Mostly cloudy skies tonight, low of 32. A record warm day tomorrow, high of 52. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Showers on Saturday, 53. It's cooler Sunday and Monday, and the chance for some snow showers Tuesday, Valentine's Day, Thursday, seasonably cold.
29 degrees on Valentine's Day. Bundle up, snuggle up.
Hug your honey.
Hug your honey. Sounds good. Thanks, Bill. Hey, T-minus 2 months and counting for the total eclipse. April 8th. Utica isn't in the path of totality, but Old Forge is, and for the first time since 1925. And they're planning accordingly, too. A weekend of festivities, including free space talks with Utica University Physics Department at Strand Theater on Sunday, live music, arts and crafts, and a community-wide viewing outside the North Street Pavilion. And guess what? It's all free.
This is a really exciting opportunity for all of us here in the Adirondacks and close by. Utica is not in the path of totality, but the Adirondacks is. And at 3 o'clock, hopefully we'll all go outside to the soccer field and witness this together, which is going to be amazing.
The next time Old Forge will be in the path of totality, 2099, and I won't be there for that. Coming up next, we're going to show you some of the cards in for a first look at the forecast. You want to talk about something to make you smile, okay? I know it's not going to last, but that's a flower. I mean, we're 50 degrees and a flower's out, and it's February.
Everything seems confused here.
It's true.
The dandelions are starting to pop up. This picture from CJ in Whitesboro. We've been getting reports of daffodils starting to come up.
Too
early
soon.
February,
Yeah.
too soon for
Yeah.
sure. We're talking about record high temperatures here over the next couple of days. Temperatures will be in the low 50s tomorrow as well as Saturday. This is the February version of a heat wave, no doubt. We're averaging 20 degrees above normal here. That will eventually come to an end as we head into the weekend. But even then, temperatures will be in the 30s. It'll be a shock to the system, but that's not that far away from what's more typical this time of the year. Temperatures in the low 30s by Tuesday. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Things look pretty quiet across the area tonight. We'll stay dry. Our current temperature is 39 degrees with clear skies, but we'll see some clouds overnight as temperatures fall into the low 30s under partly cloudy skies. We're tracking, again, some warm weather for the short term and then what's to follow. And that's coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. Today, the U.S. Supreme Court heard a high-stakes case of former President Donald Trump's.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
We've got a mild stretch of weather ahead. It is going to continue tomorrow and Saturday. In fact, by the time we get into Saturday afternoon, we might have broken 3 high temperature records in a row. We did it today. We hit 53. Today's record high 49 back in 2009. Tomorrow's record high 49 also likely to fall. The one that is going to be more challenging is Saturday's high 51, set back in 2001. Now, we've had a lot of warm winters lately, and I think sometimes our perception kind of gets skewed into thinking days like today are normal. They're not. In fact, some of the warm days that we do remember, the days that we've had temperatures in the 60s, a lot of those happened in the very end of February. To have this happen at this point in February, again, hasn't happened, at least according to our local records, for these specific dates. And again, as we move forward, we're going to see eventually some changes as we head into the weekend. Live look in downtown Utica, temperature 40 degrees. It's dry, it's quiet across central New York. We're tracking a southwest wind that's kicking up, again, bringing in some of those warmer temperatures. This cold front to the west will arrive on Saturday late in the day, and that will put an end to the record-breaking warmth. Tonight, overnight lows drop down into the low 30s. Looks like another nice day tomorrow. If you didn't get a chance to enjoy today, you have tomorrow to do so. Maybe take a long walk on your lunch break or just get outside here as we head into the afternoon. Partly sunny skies, temperatures climb into the 50s. Tomorrow night, partly cloudy skies. On Saturday, another warm day, but it looks cloudier compared to compared to today and tomorrow. Temperatures look to climb into the 50s. Rain arrives late Saturday, and that will be the beginning of some cooler weather. We've been watching early next week. We've been getting some very early signals of snowfall, the possibility of snowfall. Some of the newest updates tonight bring this system to the south. So right now we're still there's still a lot of question marks as to whether or not we'll even get snow here. The time frame would be Monday night and Tuesday. We'll continue to keep an eye on it. Mostly cloudy tonight, low of 32. Tomorrow, partly sunny skies, near record warmth, the high of 52. Stern Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Saturday, showers return late in the day, 53. The weather cools down Sunday and Monday. Maybe some snow showers Tuesday, 31. Colder for Valentine's Day with sunshine, temperatures in the upper 20s.
Back to winter, but enjoy tomorrow.
Yes.
All right, there you go. Thanks, Bill. T-minus 2 months and counting from the total solar eclipse. April 8th. Utica is not in the path of totality, but Old Forge is, and for the first time since 1925. They are planning accordingly as well. A weekend of festivities, including free space talks with Utica University's physics department at the Strand Theater on Sunday, live music, arts, crafts, a community-wide viewing on the North Street Pavilion, and all of it is free.
This is a really exciting opportunity for all of us here in the Adirondacks and close by. Utica is not in the path of totality, but the Adirondacks is. And at 3 o'clock, hopefully we'll all go outside to the soccer field and witness this together, which is going to be amazing.
Next time Old Forge will be in the path of totality, 2099. Coming up next, we're going to show you some of the business secrets behind a local company's